Hello everybody, it's me Nate aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Rusty Spout Rescue Adventure. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to Seven Raven Studios for providing me with a code in order to play this game. Of course, before I get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like icon if you like this video. Hit the bell icon to stay updated whenever I release any new videos. And subscribe. But now on to Rusty Spout's Rescue Adventure. Well, the best way to describe this game is it is basically your modern version of a Bust-A-Move set with some really charming 16-bit style graphics that has a loose story for it considering the different game modes. You have your story mode, you have an endless mode, you also have a battle mode where it's 1 versus 1 for local if you want to battle somebody, and it does have a neat colorblind mode. So if you are colorblind, they tackle it in a very unique way of having numbers on each of the balls so you know which ones to match it up to. And the main thing I've noticed about this that's a little bit different than like a Bust-A-Move is you can also switch between two different balls at a time. Rusty will always have at least a couple different balls. You can see the color and switch between them, but it's nothing that any other match 3 ball shoot game like Super Bust-A-Move and all that hasn't really done before. It also comes with your typical set of power-ups, including an electric burst that will blast a whole row of balls away. You have your classic explosion, and if you hit it, it blows up a group that's around it. There's one that changes the color to a corresponding ball and makes them all disappear, and another one that all pretty much destroys all the same color that you hit with that certain color ball. Now, the main story mode of this has a story involving it where Rusty Spout, the pirate eagle, is hunting down the evil Coco, who is kidnapping children so he can create an evil army. So you hunt him down, you have to fight and defeat his boss minions until you're finally able to defeat Coco and save the day and rescue the children. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This game is good for just about anyone. It is a family-friendly game, but there is a couple things I have to point out, especially in your story mode. It consists of 50 different levels that takes place over 5 different worlds, and roughly every 10 levels you do is a boss battle. And this is the thing where it gets kind of difficult with this game. Everything else plays out like a normal Bust-A-Move style game, but when you get into the boss battles, that's where things get really different and difficult. You have 3 shots before the boss goes on their turn, and generally speaking, what they'll do is they will throw a bunch more different balls out on the screen to actually make it harder for you to actually defeat them. And you got to be very strategic on this in order to destroy enough of the colored balls to weaken the boss to where you can defeat them. It's actually quite difficult, the boss battles are in this. And when you first start off, you'll have your little patent pending line that comes from your little cannon to where you know where the ball is going to go when you launch it. But after you've done a couple of them, that disappears. And it will not return until after you die and it costs you a life, and it will return for a short bit. And there are a couple instances I've had with the size of the cannon that you're firing. It can be very easy to misjudge where the calculations of where your ball's going to travel to, but nothing that's too difficult. And I think the cannon moves a little too slow. But other than that, honestly, it is a fun, frantic game. And as you're destroying these different colored balls, as time progresses, the screen will lower down, getting closer and closer, until you are able to either clear out all the balls in time or until they reach the deck of your pirate ship, and that's when you die. Now, here's the thing, though, about this game that seems really kind of odd. The story mode, you only have 3 continues. That's right, 3 continues. And I guarantee you that once you get to like level 30, that boss is going to whip your butt just about each and every time. And since it's kind of randomized, it's really tricky beating these bosses. I found that it was, for me, it was quite a pain in the butt. It really was. I'm trying to watch my language on this one, since this is kind of a kid's game. You think it is because of the cute little animal aesthetics and the graphics and the music, the happy little music, and the little voices of Rusty Spout as he's yelling "excellent" and stuff like that as you're destroying these different colored balls. But it is your average. Slightly above average match 3 style game. You shoot your different color ball up, you match 3 or more, they disappear, you rinse and repeat until you've cleared the whole screen off, and you go on to the next level. And like I said, it's not a bad game. It's pretty fun. And as you're playing through it, like I said, there's 5 different worlds, and there's 7 different playable characters that once you unlock, you can play as them. And they don't really add anything to it other than a little bit more charm and character. As you progress, you'll save these people in the story mode, and then by doing that, you unlock them for your normal modes. But like I said, it comes off at first, it's like a really fun game. And it is. And considering this game, I think, was released on just about every system, but it just came out on November 27th of 2020 on the PlayStation 4. It was supposed to come out sooner, but naturally, due to COVID, it got delayed. And while it was being delayed, they were working on getting a new musician or something. It allowed them the time to actually add some more content to the game. And honestly, for its price, I think it's anywhere from $19 to $20 or so. It's not an expensive game, and honestly, it is a fun pick up and play game, and I can recommend it to just about anyone, especially if you love these bust a move style games where you just match 3 colors of the balls and destroy them to move on to each round. And like I said, at 50 different levels for the overall price, it's not bad. The only thing I can say, honestly, those boss battles, man. Those boss battles, I'm used to some difficult stuff, but man, the first couple ones, the very first one, I think you're guaranteed to lose because it's against the evil Coco, and you're not ready yet. So he just cheap shots you, and you can't beat him the first time. But as for the other ones, you can beat them. But they do get exceedingly difficult once you get around level 30. And since there's only 50 levels in the game, that kind of tells you you're close to beating the game. Now, you do get a lot of different trophies for playing this. So if you're a trophy hunter, I can actually say, hey, go ahead, if you want to get some trophies and you like this bust-a-move style game, just be forewarned about the boss battles, like I said. But other than that, if you can get past the uber difficult boss battles and you like its 16-bit style charm of these anthropomorphic looking animal creatures as Rusty Spout is trying to save the day and rescue these children from the evil Coco, the squid looking dude, then I can actually say go ahead and pick up and play Rusty Spout's Rescue Adventure today. It's actually a pretty fun game. It's quite challenging in the higher levels, and those boss battles will make you want to rip your hair out. But other than that, I can honestly say this was a fun game and I liked it. Please, each and every one of you, leave in the comments below if you played Rusty Spout's Rescue Adventure, if you plan to, if you have any idea what kind of game this is. And once again, I got to give a huge shout out to 7 Raven Studios for providing me with a copy of this game for the review. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.
Well, Nathan, I just want to make it clear once and for all, in case you didn't know, the devil's in the details. And idle hands at the devil's workshop. So make of that what you will.
This is Clementine, and the devil's in the details.
What up, it's Bam Margera, giving a shout out to Devil Dog Gaming and the devil's in the details. Yeah, man.
Nate! Discord here. I don't know where you are, but I'm in Los Angeles, and I think you can see it in the background. On a beautiful day. So when are we all going to get back together again? Who's to say? The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. Yes, the devil is in the details. Wouldn't you say?